Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dubai Music Week.
will.i.am, Quincy Jones and Timbaland, three superstar music producers, all in town to launch the inaugural Dubai Music Week.
I can't wait to make music here, come back here and perform.
A mixture of seminars, exhibitions and live acts, the event aims to give musicians a chance to network with industry insiders. So who better to mentor them than Quincy Jones, co-producer of the world's best-selling album, Thriller, by Michael Jackson. In recent years, he's turned his attention to the Middle East, releasing this song, Bokra, a collaboration with 24 Arab-language musicians from across the region. His company is behind Dubai Music Week, but can it really make a difference now that the album sale model he benefited from has been all but destroyed by piracy?
The Rolling Stones at 70 are still making $500 million a year, you know. But that's a big difference. Or Bon Jovi, all those groups that had records out before. But the young people don't even have a place to kick off their first record. You know, they try to get their own companies, but it doesn't work. The digital is where we ran into the stone wall. That's why we're doing this, you know, and getting used to the kids, knowing that there's a place to come to, and have educational processes and grooming and all that stuff. You always have to look in the light. I stay in the light. You know, you have to, as dark as it gets, because 98% piracy is dark.
So over to the new generation. will.i.am, founder of the Black Eyed Peas, has recently worked with youth superstars like Justin Bieber and Miley Cyrus. He says it's all about getting your video online.
When you have a YouTube phenomenon, it has nothing to do with language. The world will play the music because it's something that they all seen and shared. So you want to be a part of the shared experience. You know, cut the middleman out. That system of, like, you know, hierarchy and elite music executives that want to show music for the masses, there's a whole other ocean, there's a whole other stream called online. And if your songs are good, it will get seen by the world.
Of course, there are other platforms. This week, 5 Middle Eastern artists competed in a live competition for the chance to win a recording contract. In the music world, talent competitions like this are becoming increasingly important to get that initial exposure that leads to global success. But what happens for jobbing musicians when the circus leaves town? Emirati national Hamdan Al-Abri is the lead singer of the band Abri and the Funk Radius. He's a full-time musician, but without a recording contract. So what's his strategy for getting ahead?
For my solo EP, there's a free download that you can kind of download on this website called Bandcamp, and that's what I did. You gotta have as many gigs as possible, social media, which is a huge thing, kind of getting out there and making sure you're seen. I think the most that people get nowadays, musicians mainly, is from gigging and merchandise.
But to get those crucial gigs, you need to be in the right market. A&R man Richard Hussein has trawled the Middle East for talent. Cairo and Beirut have thriving music scenes. But how about the rest of the region?
They've had this arts and culture for decades. I'm not saying that the Gulf hasn't, but it's developed differently. I mean, there's a great pub scene in Beirut. You go to pubs and you do pub crawls and you're going out there and you're seeing original bands. Whilst here in UAE you probably can't, and you're also quite limited, just even from the licensing perspective, that you cannot jam. It's very hard. You have to have a license for each performer that comes on.
So a commendable effort to get Dubai Music Week off the ground. But with a limited grassroots scene, it begs the question, can talent in the UAE really rise up once it's out of the media spotlight?